Another mistake. Now give me a kiss. Ugh, I wanted to throw up. Was my dad kissing the same woman I'd made out with 2 minutes earlier? Gross! But after he left, Lexi and I started kissing again. It was such a rush because I knew it was wrong, and I never even held a girl's hand before, and now I was making out with a supermodel. You'd have done the same if you were me. Of course, if my dad found out, he would kill us, but I couldn't keep my hands off Lexi. Our affair went on for months. Whenever Dad went out, Lexi and I hooked up. Even though she was older than me, we fell in love. I gave her the kindness and affection my dad wouldn't. But then, Lexi fell pregnant. There was no doubt I was the father because it happened during one of my dad's business trips. Of course, we didn't tell my dad. He thought the baby was his. But after my daughter, Haley, was born, my dad became even more of an ass. He told Lexi she was fat and threatened to give Haley away if she continued screaming, even though she was just a baby. Lexi and I thought about running away, but we didn't have the money, and my dad would have found us anyway. The only way we'd be free was if my dad died or went to jail. So, I came up with a plan. I told my dad I'd changed my mind about helping with his business deals. He was so happy. He said he'd never been prouder of me. Over the next few weeks, I went with him on business meetings with various companies. It was shocking how open they were about bribing my dad and how much money they were going to make. They wouldn't have been so open if they'd known that I'd planted hidden microphones in Dad's office. I was recording every word they said. After a few months, I had enough evidence to send my dad to prison for the rest of his life. But I had an even better idea. I decided to blackmail him. That was the hardest conversation of my life. I'll never forget my dad's face when I told him, "She's not your child." He said, "What?" I said, "Haley, she's not yours. I got Lexi pregnant while you were away on a business trip." My dad laughed. "Ha ha! That's the best joke I've heard in a while." But